Yeah. What up? How y'all doing this evening? I wanted to apologize for coming on a little late, man. I got caught up in some situations I had to take care of with the baby girl, so I'm pretty sure y'all out there with kids understand that. But anyway, y'all already know y'all tuning in live to A Real Talk Podcast. Today's date is Wednesday, October 16th, 2019. You know, we about to go in. As y'all see, the title is Mega City 1. Who's seen Judge Dredd out there? Who's seen the original with Sylvester Stallone and the new one called Dredd? If you was a graphic novel person like myself, you know about the Judge Dredd graphic novels, and then there was Mega City 1, right? I've been talking about Agenda 2030 since I came home in 2016, and here it is coming to fruition, right in front of our face. I don't know if y'all understand it, if y'all realize it, or if y'all is aware of it, but I keep talking about the Hunger Games Society. David Icke refers to it as the Hunger Games Society. Max Egan refers to it as the Hunger Games Society. Jordan Maxwell refers to this as the Hunger Games Society. And that's what Agenda 2030 is all about, y'all. That's what all this new Green Deal laws with the telling us how we gotta, be more environment friendly. Now listen, y'all, the climate change is a hoax, man. They misconstrued climate change with the environment. Now, I already went in on this too. Climate and environment is two different things. We ain't gonna get into that right now. But they trying to convince us that due to threats to the environment, due to climate change, right? They try to convince us that we need to change the way we doing everything we do because of threats to the environment. Right? This is what the new Green Deal laws is all about. And if you check around, you might have somebody coming up to you asking if you want to vote for something for low energy costs or whatever that. Listen, y'all. In every city in the world is under UN Agenda 2030. They community, climate action plans. Climate action and resilient plans. You hear me? We have a Columbus Climate Action and Resilient Plan administered through the UN by way of the City Council. That's the reason why we getting all these smart meters rolling out. They setting up the 5G right in our face. Right? They forcing us into the city, making it more difficult to live outside of the city limits, restricting transportation out there, restricting resources far out from the city, charging us an arm and a leg. Look at all these mini micro apartments that they're building everywhere. Stack them, pack them on top of each other. Look, pay attention, y'all. Agenda 2030 for global sustainability. You can Google this. When I go live on Facebook, I will go in on this numerous times. I would go in on this. And that's what we're heading to right now. That's why they are letting the homeless population get so outrageous to where it causes a public nuisance to the health. They got typhus and everything out there in LA, y'all. This is Agenda 2030. This is why they bringing in the global minimum wage. This is why they cramming us into smart cities, making everything electric. We're going to be in these smart cities and pack 'em apartments sitting on top of each other, high-rise buildings. Everybody's going to be assigned where they work. We're going to be all making a $15 an hour. Yeah, y'all, they telling y'all what they telling y'all with the fair this and all that bullshit, right? What they ain't telling y'all is what the true context and extent of what this stuff means, though. Global sustainability. No more gas-powered anything. It's not sustainable. That's why they phasing us out of other raw materials onto electric. So, you know, when I say Mega City 1, look at the Wildlands Project. Google this stuff, y'all. The Wildlands Project. They already got the whole country and the rest of the world mapped up into how they're going to divide us up. They call them human settlement zones. When you look at this map, it's going to be a huge map of the United States of America. You're going to see mostly yellow. You're going to see yellow, but mostly red speckled on top, and you're going to see some green speckled in there and a couple gray, right? The red is for little to no human use. The yellow is for, the red is for absolutely no human use. The yellow is little to no human use. And the green bits is where they're going to have these human settlement zones. They have a map where they show you the regions in America, how they're going to divide the country up. And if you was to lay the map over top of the map where the human settlement zones, over the Wildlands Project map, you're going to see where they have the mega cities. And then what even worse, if you take the map, courtesy of boys like Barack Obama, right? You're going to see the map of the freeway system they built, and that lays right over top of that. And even furthermore, also courtesy of Barack Obama, fuck nigga Obama, right? You can throw the map of the rail system that he introduced the legislation for and gave the okay for them to start building at will, which they probably doing right now, right? The rail system that's going to transport people across country. Hunger Games society, y'all. Look at what's going on. They forcing all the people off of the land in the Midwest. You know, all the rural areas where we grow all our food, our crops, right? They forcing them off the land. They drowning them out. They burning them out. They flooding them out. Hiking up the rates on them to where they can make just barely enough to pay the debt that they owe the bank for the land that they really didn't have to pay for. They setting up the smart grid right in front of us. They indoctrinating us, especially the kids, to fall in love and have a relationship with technology. You talking to Alexa, you talking to Siri, you talking to Echo, right? You're calling her as if she's a person, right? Getting familiar with the technology. The technology is learning us. Now they're trying to convince us to get computer chips and all that shit in us. And prosthetics, all powered by artificial intelligence. And they cramming us into the city. Look what's going on, man. It's even more difficult to live out far. And they're making it increasingly more expensive to live close to the city. So in these mega cities, in these mega regions, it's planned to be a certain level of people who are in poverty. Just imagine if everybody's making $15 an hour. Imagine the level of society if everybody was living the same level, which is what these people have planned, and they call it sustainability. So that means housing's going to be provided for you in these stack 'em and pack 'em apartment homes they're building that are so small. That's what all the small houses and all that craze going on. That was the indoctrination, y'all. That's the preemptive programming, preparing you perceptually. I'm on fire with my alliteration here. Preparing you perceptually to live in such a society. So when you start seeing these stack 'em and pack 'em apartments, you start seeing these little micro mini homes close to each other and stuff, it's not so shocking to your psyche. Pay attention to what's going on. Look at all the construction that's going on downtown Columbus, in and around Columbus. Stack 'em and pack 'em. All the old projects that they tore down, they renovating, rebuilding, renewed, right? They charging an arm and leg to stay in them, and they bringing in, people of a certain economic class and financial class and bringing them into the inner city and moving all the poor people out. But see, now what's going on is that everybody's poor. Y'all see they got the scooters around. Y'all see them scooters everywhere and the bikes. That is to desensitize us into getting us out of these cars. They about to take these cars going to all electric. They are phasing gas-powered vehicles out. See how it's so increasingly hard and difficult to maintain your automobile vehicle? Because it breaks down, it's going to need to get serviced. That check engine light is going to come on. And y'all see how they phasing us out into the electric cars, the smart cars? All these smart appliances. Mega City 1. Listen to what I'm saying, y'all. Now pay attention. If you have any electronic appliance, this has Energy Star rating. That means that it can be synced and linked to the internet. That means it has computer chips in it that allows it to link and sync wirelessly to the internet. We're being phased out of all other raw materials and put on electric. That's why they're putting these smart meters on our houses without telling us, setting up this smart grid. So, like I said, don't ever believe nothing. I say go do your research. The Wildlands Project. Agenda 2030 for global sustainability. Columbus Climate Action and Resilient Plan. You know what I mean? Look up people like David Icke, Max Egan. You know what I mean? Look these people up on YouTube, research them. Because this stuff goes deep, man. And this is going on all over the world. This ain't just in America either, man. This is going on all over the world. These people have the whole planet mapped out and sectioned off on some straight Hunger Games shit. And this is the society that we are being perceptually programmed, preemptively programmed into accepting and being comfortable with. If you will pay attention, look how technology has increased in the past 10 years alone. This thing, 11, 12 years ago, where we didn't have smartphones. And if y'all didn't know, SMART stands for Strategic Military Armaments and Residential Technologies. Google that. Your boy ain't gonna never tell y'all no bullshit, man. So don't believe nothing, y'all. I say just go check it out for yourself. So think about the technology, y'all. Like I said, we gotta reevaluate our relationship with this technology and how we interact with the technology, especially our children. Because the technology ain't what they telling us it is, and it's doing to us things that we don't really understand. So y'all know when we on here on A Real Talk Podcast, we gonna get into it. Y'all already know we gonna get into it. So that's why I named today's episode Mega City 1. Think about all these futuristic movies where we live in huge cities. Everybody crammed in together. Think of movies like Total Recall. Yeah. Ready Player One. Yeah. Think of movies like that. Do some research. You already know what it is, man. This your homeboy, man. Stacks with the facts. Stacks known to state the facts. Going to bring you the information from a different perspective that the mainstream just is not going to do. Y'all want to get in contact with me, you already know. Get at me on Instagram at berry.virgil in all lowercase letters. Get with me on Instagram or get with me on Twitter at capital BERRY 2 capital VIRGIL. And y'all already know, just look up VirgilBerry on Facebook. You're going to see your boy on there, man. You know what I mean? Y'all get at me. Question everything, man. Question every blood clot thing. Even the stuff you hear me say. Matter of fact, the stuff you hear me say the most. And be on the lookout for me and my girl Ebony Morgan doing that collabo with the third eye podcast with the A Real Talk coming real soon. Y'all be ready for that. Peace. Take care of you.